Okay, back again in another live stream broadcast or podcast or whatever that is. So basically, in this weekly intentional free time, I basically already tried to do a good behavior recording as usual for around half an hour. And yeah, I don't know whether this broadcast is gonna be long or not because right now my iPhone battery is currently at 83%, so I basically wanted to keep above 80% in order to prevent the low battery mode to be turned off once it's basically charged over 80% again. But I'm not sure whether it is basically possible if I basically have so many things that I basically want to talk about. But I don't know. But in this gonna be, is there gonna be a lot of things or not? Because yeah, for some reason I basically try to talk about something that I just recently think about. So it's basically depend on something that I try to relate on. So basically, before I was trying to record any kind of this Animoji, I was using my phone to browse several things that I think I just don't know when will I finally able to achieve that, because yeah, it's definitely an expensive things and expensive desires, which obviously for me, who basically just an ordinary person, I basically need to find something that I really good at. But yeah, I don't know, because for some reason everything that I always think I basically have the best skill inside those activity, there I eventually realized that I'm still far from perfect, perhaps. I don't know, maybe in terms of the context, or if basically I try to see in general how a perfect human can be. I don't know whether I can be that kind of person or not, because yeah, at some point when you try to see other more fortunate people, you will eventually see what's basically good at them only, so you will never see the bad things from them, or even if you can't see the bad things from them, you will eventually realize that they're basically not perfect, and there may be a worse people than we are ourselves in terms of many things in general. So I don't know whether it is actually the correct explanation to explain those kind of thing or not, because at some point, I don't know, I basically don't know what kind of things that I basically want to say. So probably it will be a fast stream, perhaps. I don't know. After this, I probably will try to record a few episodes of the native language podcasts. Perhaps, I'm not sure, because yeah, obviously the intentional free time is, I don't know whether it is going to be long or not, because last week is basically longer than I expected, and yesterday is also pretty much like that, even though I basically still able to do another live stream and good behavior recording, if I'm not mistaken. So, and besides that, I'm also already prepared a newly created channel on my old YouTube channel that I basically tried to mention in the previous broadcast, I guess. Even though I immediately tried to stop the stream, but it was actually false interruption. Even though the real interruption is actually come not far from there, but yeah, it's actually expected and not really sudden. So I actually can able to explain it better, but yeah, it's, so I don't know whether I basically able to explain it right now or not, because for some reason it is pretty unnecessary as well. So the old YouTube channel is pretty much already abandoned for many years, that I just can imagine, because yeah, it's already pretty old, probably almost 10 years in terms of the creation of the channel itself. Since yeah, if you talk about my main channel, I think it's already almost 15 years old. And yeah, if you talk about the views and the subscriber, and yeah, it's basically not even a single view per day. So yeah, but it's okay, since I basically try to be grateful and patient and try to do a better things in the future, just like when I tried to create this newly created channel. But I don't know whether it is actually gonna be waste or not, because for some reason there's no prioritization from algorithm perspective in on deciding whether this channel is actually new or not. So I think it's okay if I basically try to create a new channel over and over again in order to make the channel more specific. Even though if you talk about this main channel, there are a lot of combination or all of various kind of content that's pretty different one another. But yeah, right now I basically try to make it as specific as possible, maybe because it will make it more anonymous, or unless it will eventually popular or get viral, maybe people will eventually notice the relation between my channel. But yeah, by default I will not try to relate it. So yeah, so the good behavior recording is finally getting upload. I don't know when, because yeah, for some reason from the other platform that I already prepare for quite a long time, I don't know, maybe several weeks or already several months, I haven't uploaded anything yet. Because yeah, I'm just too lazy to edit or upload video that's pretty much short, because not really short for those short video platform, because I basically try to upload my karaoke video, which I'm not sure whether it is gonna be viral or not. But yeah, I'm just trying to separate it. Maybe hopefully it can get more exposure than what I get in the karaoke application platform, or even maybe it's just for my personal satisfaction, just like every time that I basically try to create or prepare a new content, there's always be something that makes me satisfied. So I basically try to enjoy this kind of productivity, even though it's not really productivity, because it doesn't produce me anything in terms of material. So yeah, sadly the iPhone battery is already 79%. So even though it's only 8 minutes of live stream, so I don't know how long that I basically will try to make this live stream, because it's already below 80% anyway. So yeah, I don't know, I suddenly don't know what kind of things that I basically want to talk about if I suddenly get interrupt or focus on something. But yeah, I think it's the way it is. And yeah, I'm basically still pretty much live stream with no views. Even the things that I currently play, online games with a different account, starting over from the beginning, which is basically makes me pretty motivated or addicted. But I eventually realized that it will end sooner. So yeah, I will eventually get bored fast. I don't know. Maybe, unless I basically try to do this over and over again, trying to bought a new account perhaps. But it will be pretty dumb, because I used to do it on the Indonesian online games. just to experience different kind of weapons on those first-person shooter games, because for some reason most of the weapons are actually need to bought with real money. So instead of using real money into my main account, I basically tried to bought another account instead, which already include the sufficient money to bought different weapons, but yeah, not the premium one obviously, but I think it is definitely a little bit more worthy perhaps, because I basically have many accounts, but I don't know. I basically only try to do that twice, because in the second times it eventually not the way that I expected. So yeah, it's okay since I basically already get bored as well. Hmm, I don't know. I think I will try to end this stream because I basically want to focus on my main job of task for several minutes perhaps. Because besides I already don't know what kind of things that I basically want to talk about. So yeah, thank you, that's all.